Hi, Lo Marsupio. I'm out today to get a blood test. Recycling tipped over. I got to it before the recycling people came and spat on it and drove off and all that kind of thing. Well, I'm existing in the exhumed corrodes what's left of this country or whatever, which is interesting, I guess. Not on the highway yet. I don't need any sassing from the likes of you guys about buckling and everything like that. Anyway, I have to hold the camera like this because if I do vertical, it's gonna tip right over. Now, it's a nice morning, and be a nice morning in a different geography, really, but it's almost like a residue of a better geography fermented itself to the local scene here. It's very misty. Reminds me of Ireland, not that any idea of modern Ireland. Ireland is accustomed to people's nice dreamings and everything. But I won't prolong anything any further. I'll cut right to it, I suppose. Yeah. So I was crazy enough to go and get a cleaning like about a month after this tooth was done. And now I have extreme pain up in that area again. So I have that pain still, and now I'm missing a tooth. So that's a novelty humor for my ever supportive audience, I do suppose. You know? So anyway, whatever. Still not going to relinquish my life upon using a crutch of drugs or whatever. You know, somehow there's a bit of a clear vision yet still about having a tool rather than a crutch, you know, for the prospects of life, even despite the lineup of challenges and requirements and all that kind of thing. There's another Piper truck, and there's a blacker truck, a round propane truck, and a dumpy looking square truck rather, driving way too close to my side of the road and everything. But anyway, yeah, I'm probably gonna have like a life full of pain at this point. I don't know what the hell. I was crazy enough. I think they gave me a deep cleaning without me requesting a deep cleaning, so that was real cool. Stay the hell away from any dentist. Anyway, now the snow has melted out. It's rather enchanting looking. Anyway, I'm gonna go the fluffy spiritual route and everything like that, and just use energy, life energy, virility, and all that kind of thing. You know, do you know a lot of people waste their life seed consecutively? It's a strange age that we live in. That's a subject for a different video arena. Used to be a lot of videos with in-depth and useful life tips and philosophy and everything like that, but I don't know, I kind of would say, probably because of my participation in this also, that YouTube is pretty donezo. So let's run this sucker to the ground is what I say, you know, I guess. Maybe something more glorious and beautiful and better can be rebuilt in the ashes of YouTube. But anyway, I'm just on my way to get a blood test. I had a tick bite me and latch into me. Typically you can scrape them away with your fingernails and everything. Pardon me. Yeah, you can scrape them away with your fingernails, but this one didn't, and you can't avoid ticks. I had one case of taking doxycycline in my life before for ticks, a tick bite. It was one of those bullseye things. I felt weary, I felt foggied up and everything, didn't feel so great, so I'm off now to go to the aroma and the atmosphere of the local hospital and get a blood test drawn. I think I might have another one drawn too, just for general. Typically, I like to see how everything's going. this thing as a vehicle, this whole body thing. But yeah, I have that pain again, so I'm back on that. Keep that in my lieu of topical subject matter and everything. Taking a big chunk out of my gas reserve or whatever. This is not a van life video, by the way. I'd love to see this thing stay without it flipping over the phone here. Anyway, in my it's kind of stuck in my camera. Power shot. I'd love to have a really high-end camera and everything like that, but you kind of just click and it's just like, oh, great shot. Like, program it right into the professional setting, and you don't really need to do anything other than click. It's kind of a miracle that I can get any decent shots off of that one, off that camera. I've talked about those quite a bit. I really doubt I've like uploaded any videos regarding it, but they're out there. They'll see you someday. I don't know, this person's going the same way as me. This is an accident-prone turning area now, and I'm not saying I'm adding to that by holding the phone like this as I turn. I'm saying some people are not looking when they turn. Also mentioned before, I was riding a bicycle right across that way. There go the geese. There's about 16 and then 9, both packed together, and now they're merging together into one V. That's nice. Yeah, I was riding my bicycle along that spot at one point, and a car struck another car, and then a car stopped, and then like 3 cars hit each other. And I got the heck out of there. I'm like, I don't even want to be considered like any partaking in this happening, because I was just there. Any other situation, I maybe could have like been a cause of it just by existing. Somebody was like, oh no, a bicycle, but I'm not one of those. I understand people not liking road bicyclists. I like bicycling, but I've dealt with those things before where they're like riding right up through. I'm like in the ditch. I ride my bike in the bottom of the ditch just to make sure. These people freak me out when they're driving. Anyway, I'm just seeing how long I can push these minutes on this phone. How much data I have, because it's not really that much. I get some cards to swap out and all this and all that. I'll wait for this person. You know, you go down a little and to the left and there's that wonderful graveyard. I did like band music photos down there. I don't know. It's weird about, I want to go into the ins and outs of being a musician. Not that I really could be considered as one. I am, but it's been not going so great, obviously. You have to know rich people. You have to be really good at socializing. If you're really good at socializing and doing the business aspect of it, though, you probably are not really going to be making that interesting music, to be quite honest, but that's just my take on that. I like to wear this jacket, and I think this hat, and talk about that subject matter, because there's like a good 40 minutes of me yabbling about that somewhere. I gotta make an edit in that video, though. Sometimes in life, some people will be like, why don't you edit this video? Because I'm not gonna, that's why. Some of those videos I had done and everything, I realized really could use some editing, so. Anyway. Swivelockin Farms. Alright, you can see it. Check that out. That's miraculously wonderful. I love that. That's what I'm about. You know? That's a cool sight. Here's a farm tractor moving through. It's not that bad of a day, you know? And I might have to go out and be out all day. Get my socks all messed up and everything. My socks all soggy and nasty. But that's okay. Because it's 45 degrees. It's not horrible. I'm taking quite a shortcut, but it's a strange shortcut because it seems like it's longer, but it's not. Because you avoid the main drag, you avoid a lot of potholes. go up to some place where I was employed temporarily. Somebody else needed somebody else they knew to work there, and I was new there, and I was working all right, actually. I did pretty much everything. I actually had a good working pace, but somebody had a friend there, you know, and they're like, oh, can my friend get a job here? Alright. It's like one of those, it's like sometimes a place that you work somewhere, it's like when you actually do the work, you're gone. And then these other places, I did a retail before, and I was like, how am I not fired from this place? I quit the place, and they even rehired me later on. I'm meant to be a creator. That's all I know how to do is create things. Can't do that other crap. It's not in me to do that. It's not in my DNA. No excuses from anybody else to find an excuse for me. I'm riding this one out, you know. This is my life. It's one life. It's just one life. You know, out of a sequence. But was I gonna say something about music? Maybe. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Well, I had some trouble with soldering because I realized the soldering iron was total crap. And I had a few really nice ones going when it was working for me. A few solder joints and everything, but the one I was using was total crap. And I think I might have burned out some potentiometers. I was doing this project of going really hands-on. I feel like when you have an intimation of being personal with your instrument, and now I know what I skipped, and I'll have to get back to, but I don't know, I had everything set up real nice, and I understood the wiring and everything like that, and it's just the soldering iron was junk, and it really can turn people off. It's like a harmonica player getting a bad harmonica to begin with. It's like, you're not going to want to do that. You're not going to want to keep up with a harmonica if you start out with like a lousy one. I feel like the same goes to the difficulty level of soldering. That thing sucked, man. Can I say that on YouTube? I got booted from an Instagram before. I said I had HATE speech, and I think I said something sucked or something like that. It's just like, is it weird to feel like a targeted individual sometimes? I'm in the middle ground, middle path. People see the tree of life diagram in the background of like some of my videos and everything. Doesn't mean it's not culty, it's not new age, it's not devilry, it's not Israel. I think it's before that. I think it's I don't know, times of Göbekli Tepe, ancient Sumeria. Göbekli Tepe was a civilization, predates Egypt, and they found it in the Turkey region. I started to get a little bit flustered and bummed out. I thought an earthquake had destroyed it when those earthquakes were going on. I think it was like 3 years ago at this point. It's the end of 2024 right now. And this is not that bad of a drive. You know how much different my conversation would be if I was stopping at all those red lights everywhere and having everybody's bumper stickers belligerently screaming forced occupation media thought into my head. I'm not into that. I do know I'm thirsty though, and I can't eat or drink anything other than coffee or water until this blood test thing's done, so. But the thing I was going to come back on was that this is not a van life video. This is not a van. I don't know if I have anything else to say more regarding that. This telephone post. I can't really tell what it's going to be showing when I turn this around because I can't see. Look at that telephone pole. Can you see that? You see how bent that sucker is? I'm taking a thrill ride just driving past it, you know? Anyway, my own stupid ass went back up to the dentist to get a cleaning done, and I think they did a deep cleaning, and I don't think I realized it until I was walking myself out of there, and I think they disrupted that area again, and I had a tooth effing removed. Empathize, sympathize with me, laugh at it, at the situation if you want, whatever. I've heard it all. I know the I know that wheel of fortune of collective attitudes and everything like that. But whatever. I want to finish out what I'm meant to do in this life. I'm not gonna live a life of freaking pain and all that kind of thing. And I'm my own place, you know. I'm my own place. I'm my own residence of what I'm about, and I don't really foresee really clicking with a lot of people as far as my own thoughts and perspectives and the ways that, you know, that I want to do things. I need to do it my own way. There's no satisfaction and there's no sense made. There's no path of even trying to not only coast on but develop ingenuity in this world. You get into nothing but trouble if you actually try to develop ingenuity. And you can have a public face and everything like that, and that's how everybody seems to get by. And that's as much as I'll say about that kind of thing. But anyway, you know, this season here is very nice because all these colors of red and iron and even yellows are very prominent, but there's this dusky electric blue color going on, and now you're probably not seeing nothing but anything but nothing. Whatever. I'm honestly surprised that the video is still recording. Anyway, thankfully I'm stuck behind a philanthropist. The philanthropist of the brake pedal is what this person is. So whatever. At least I know what way I'm going. He stopped again. Why? Anyway, that's a video. It's 17 minutes of Mobile Loam. I still haven't officially gotten into videos yet. Lomevision and whatever that's supposed to be, it has a green screen and you know, like a news desk area and all these different environments and everything. I do make music videos and all that. I just shake off all the naysayers yet again and everything. So they stick. A lot of people are like parasitic bacteria with sharp fangs, and they'll stick to you, and you have to use energy to shake them off and everything like that. Meanwhile, they'll go around and kiss butt of all the latest Taylor Swift and all this and all that stuff that really blarmies out my brain when I walk into like a store or something and I hear it, and I'm like, this is torturing me. It's very mundane. Give me some Dolly Parton at least. I can settle with that. Give me some Cyndi Lauper. Come on, let's do it. We can do this. How about some Tina Turner? I don't want to go in and hear Taylor. I don't want to hear all the auto-tune stuff with the mechanical bad beats and everything like that, but it's a nice day. It's a nice day out anyway. So, now that I got my hammock set up, I'm going to crack open a non-step 2, and we'll go and check and see if anyone can see my layout, you know. And then I think it's time to hunker down. So, thanks for tuning in to Camping